So welcome guys to Rising Coders Era, and in this lecture we are going to know what is the length function, what is the ASCII values, byte array, and these two data types we are going to know. You will get the notes and source code, handwritten notes. So check out the comment section. So this is lecture number 3.1, and what we did before this lecture, let's revise. So this before this there was the lecture number 3, lecture number 3.py. So we will take a short recap. So we have gone with the integer data type, then float data type, then complex data type, and then we gone with the boolean data type. Okay, so these were the things which we done in the previous lecture. Now we are going to create new file, and the file name will be lecture 3-1 3.1, that means 3-1.py. This will be the file inside which we are going to code the new data types, that are the bytes and the byte array. Okay, so that is all. So let's begin. So what are the, first of all we are going to know what is the length. Okay, so we are going to know length length function. So length function, it is a type of function inside which we are going to define the we will get the length of the particular string. Okay, so suppose I am going to write a is equal to, this is length. Okay, length. Okay, this is length, and so this is the length. Okay, we want the length. What is the length? So it is going to calculate 1 2 3 4 5 6 in this manner. Okay, and the length function works with it counts spaces as well. Now when I'm going to go below and just write print a, and now we will run the code. Okay, so I'm going to write python space 3, what is the file name? So 3-1.py, and then enter. Okay, so it's like this, python, we have to give space here, 3-1.py, and then enter. What is problem with this python 3 hyphen? Okay, so the name is not matching, so it's python space lec 3-1.py. okay, now this is length is been printed. Okay, we want to see the length. What is the length of this? So just we are going to do here, we are going to apply a length function, and this will calculate the length inside that string. Okay, so what is the length? So it's 14. Okay, you can see here it's 14 is the output, you can see here. Now what is the 14? See, 1 2 3 4, this is the 4, then 5, it is going to calculate space as well, 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Okay, so this is all about 14. Now what if I make second variable, and inside the second variable I'm going to calculate the length. Okay, and I'm going to write hello, HELLO. Okay, hello. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this length, this and this, both of them I'm going to add. So I can write here plus b. So I want to know the length of a variable and b variable, combining it and adding it. So just I'm going to see, so it will show me 19. So this was the 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so that is the thing. Now what does the length function do? It also calculates the space. Okay, the space is also being calculated by the length function. So that is the thing. Now the next concept we are going to know is the ASCII value. But before this, I would like to tell you one more concept, that suppose I'm going to take an variable name as, we will give it name as e is equal to, and inside this there will be 100. So this is nothing but it is a number. This is a number, so it is not, it can't calculate the length of the number. Okay, so that is the thing, it can't calculate the length of the number. Now if I'm going to save it and just run the code, so what is going to happen, it will show me object type integer. Okay, has no length, so we can't calculate it. But if I'm going to give this number inside the string, then it will calculate it. So it will be 1 through 3 must be the output. If I am going to execute it, okay, we want to write this print, below this print, and then and save it. Now if I execute this, you will see the 3 is being outputted here. Okay, 3 is there, and 19 was the above answer. So 3 is been calculated. So here we can't calculate the length of the number or any decimal number as well, so we have to calculate, we can calculate only string, just string we can be calculated by this. And this is all about the length function. Now we are going to go towards the ASCII values. What are the ASCII values and all. Okay, so here is the PDF notes. So we are going to know what are the ASCII values, and one more PDF is there. Okay, I'm going to open it. What is the ASCII values and that. Okay, so this is PDF for the ASCII values. Okay, you will get this PDF as well, and this is having some problems. Some ASCII values are up and bottom and they are not matched, but right now we are going to focus on 3 ASCII values, that are the A, B, C, D. Okay, A, B, C and D. Just we are going to focus on them, and we are going to program on just these 4 ASCII values. So the number for ASCII value A is 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Now before going to the ASCII value, we are going to know something, that is this one. Now what is the binary and what are the ASCII values, so it will be clear for you. So as you know, this is an machine. Okay, this is an machine. Okay, it is an CPU which is having some language. Okay, it is having its language, and the language is 0 or 1. It can understand only 0 or 1. That means binary. Binary means by stands for 2. Okay, by stands for 2. So it just knows the binary language. Now if I'm going to write print hello world inside the binary language, it is going to be more complicated to work with 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. And what if I want to write the 1000 letters or more than it? So to write in 0 or 1, it is very difficult. So binary language is difficult to understand, complicated to write by humans. So this was very complicated language. So for this, hence the programming language were being introduced, like Python, C, C++, Java, JavaScript, which is similar to the English language only. Just syntax are different, but it's similar to English language, and we can write the code with it. Okay, if you are going to code with 0 and 1, then it is very difficult to understand as well. So this is the things. You will get this PDF as well, and photo as well you will get. Now here what are the ASCII values, we are going to know inside the PDF lecture 3. Okay, so first of all we are going to know what is a byte is, what is the full form of ASCII value. Okay, so the full form of ASCII value is here. It's American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, that is the full form of this. Now before going to ASCII value, there are just ASCII values, and you can see there are numbers given to a particular means number. It may be numbers, it may be string, string not, but any character. Okay, and various symbols as well. You can see here symbols are also there. You don't have to learn these ASCII values. Okay, these are different types of symbols you can see here. And right now we are going to know only A, B, C, D, and that is the capital one. Okay, so bottom. Okay, so these are the 4 ASCII values from 65 to 68. We are going to work with this. So what is the byte data type? Now we are going to go with the byte data type. Okay, byte is a unit of digital information storage that typically consists of 8 bits. Now 1 byte is equal to 8 bits, and these 8 bits are nothing but it is the binary number. It may be 0 or 1. Okay, so in if I talk about 8 bits, so it will be 0 1 0 1. So any number, but just 0 and 1. So there will be totally 8. Okay, inside 1 byte. Now byte is a unit of a digital information storage that typically consists 8 bits. Each bit can represent a 0 or 1. Bytes are used to store characters, so we can store the characters, we can store the numbers and other data. Okay, in a computer memory. So 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Now we are going to code this, and inside this we are going to know what is the ABC. Now let's begin to next code. So I am going to remove this, and this is a len function. Now we are going to go towards the data type. The data type name is the bytes. So bytes hyphen data type. Okay, so we are going to go with this. Now I'm going to create one variable name as my underscore bytes, and is equal to, I'm going to write here bytes. This is a function. Okay, and inside this we are going to create and square bracket, and I'm going to write 65, 66 and then 67. Okay, now what is 65, 66, 67? If you go inside this PDF of the ASCII value, 65 is the value given assigned for the A, that is the capital A, 66 is for B, and 67 is for C. We are going to focus on just 3, not the D1. So this is the value. I'm going to enter it again. So 65 will be for A, capital A, then the next one is the 65, then 66, and then next is the 67. Okay, so 66 is for the capital B, 67 is for capital C. Okay, so this all are the thing. Okay, we will go with the 67 and then 68 as well, and that is the capital D. Okay, you can see here 68 is capital D, 68, okay, it's capital D. So this all are the things. Now when I'm going to go at the bottom part and I'm going to write print my underscore byte, okay, I'm going to take the variable, this one variable, my underscore bytes, and just execute this command. I'm going to kill the terminal and open new terminal, new terminal. You can go with the shortcut as well. Now here, okay, what is the problem with this? Bytes, my bytes is equal to bytes, circular bracket, print my byte. Okay, so what is it saying? Okay, the print function is not matched. It is saying print is not defined. Okay, so the print, you can see here, this is the problem. So print, okay, save it and let's run it. So this will show me the ABC values. Okay, it will show me the ABC values, and the B represent that it is a byte. Okay, this is the bytes. Okay, you can see here inside this PDF also I have written the what is the B prefix. So B prefix is before this string indicates it's a byte object, so it is an byte object. Okay, now we are going to go directly towards, after completing this we are going to know what is. Okay, now if you want to calculate the length of this as well, okay, these numbers, how many numbers are there inside the bytes? Okay, so it will calculate separate number 1, 2 and 3 as well. So for this just we are going to write, okay, so you can calculate numbers as well, not single number you can calculate, you have to take multiple inside. It's like an array type. So just I'm going to go print, and then I'm going to write inside the circular rounded bracket length, and inside this I'm going to write my bytes. Okay, so when I'm going to do this, it will show me the length. Okay, print length of my underscore bytes. Why it is not showing? Okay, we have not saved this. So when you are not going to save, the dot is going to come here, and after saving the dot is going to be removed. Now if I'm going to execute, it will show me the 3 characters are there. Okay, 3 numbers are there inside this array. Okay, so that's all. Now if I want to know what is the type of this, now we have learned in previous lecture we use the type function. So just write type, and inside this I'm going to write my underscore bytes. Okay, save it, and if I'm going to run it, you will see the class is bytes. Okay, so the class is bytes, so it is a type of byte. Okay, so this is all about the bytes. I'm going to remove this as well, and now we are going to focus on our next concept, and it is going to be byte array. What is the byte array data type? And this will be the last one, byte array data type. Okay, so byte array data type. What is the byte array data type? So byte array data type is nothing but we are going to know little bit theory. What is the byte array data type? So here is the byte array. It is similar to the bytes. Okay, it's similar to the bytes. There is nothing, but you can change it. Okay, it is mutable, which means you can modify the values within the byte array. So if I'm going to give suppose byte array, so here we are going to use the function as byte array, and I'm going to give some values, then I can change it at the next point. When I want to change, I want to replace B to D, how we will see it, but this can't be changed inside in this. Okay, you can't change in the bytes. Let's see how it is going to work. So here we are, and let the terminal be open at the right side. Now what is going to happen if I'm going to write my underscore byte byte array, which is equal to, I'm going to write here byte array. So this is the function, and inside this I'm going to create this bracket. So 65, 66 and then 67, we know these are the values of ABC. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I want to replace the B value to the D value. I want to replace it. So what I'm going to do, first of all we will print something. So I'm going to print, I want to know the index of this. Okay, index of this. So this will be index always starts from 0, and this will be 1. So for this we are going to know this in upcoming lectures, that what is the index, negative indexing inside the slicing of the string. Okay, now what we are going to know, this is going to be 0 index, this is going to be 1 index. Let's print the 1 index. So I'm going to just write, so I'm going to copy this my byte array, copy this, I'm going to paste it. create an square bracket, and I'm going to write, I want to know the index of 1 just. And if I'm going to execute this, so it will give me, okay, 66 number is present, and index number 1, I want to change it, I want to make it 68 so that I can print the D. So for this I'm going to go at the bottom, and I'm going to write this, and I'm going to create a square bracket, and at the one place I want the number, and that must be 68. Okay, 68. Now if I am going to print this statement, it will show me the 68. Okay, so first was 66 and it is now 68, so I have replaced it. And if I am going to just execute this code, so it will show me ADC. Okay, so A, it is not going to show me B because we have replaced it by D, and the C will be as it is. Okay, again the B is showing, so it is the prefix for the byte. Okay, so B is nothing but, you have to know that it is an prefix, and that's all for the byte. Okay, now if we want to know what is this data type, what is the data type, for just we are going to write print, and we want to know the data type. So what we write for the data type? So to knowing this, we write as typ. Okay, what we write, I forget this. So type, okay, type, this is the function, and inside this we are going to write my byte array. Okay, and we are going to execute it, so it will show me the byte array. Okay, so class is byte array. Okay, it's byte array. So the present anything present inside this variable is nothing but it is a type of byte array data type. Okay, so we cover this all two data types. So first of all, this was the byte array data type, and then next we know what is the array, what is the data type bytes. Okay, now what I want to do here, I want to show you something, that if I'm going to comment out this, so this was been mutable, this thing was been mutable, and if I'm going to change this inside the bytes, okay, I'm going to change it inside the bytes, what will be the problem facing here? Okay, so I have changed the bytes, and just I'm going to execute this command, so it is going to see my byte array, sorry, is not defined. Why? Okay, I want to change this value as well, my bytes. Okay, now I would like to execute it. I am going to open the new terminal and just execute it. So what it is showing, bytes object does not support item assignment. So it is in simple way, it is saying that bytes cannot be updated, that's all, bytes cannot be updated. So if you want to update, so this is only the difference between the bytes and the byte array data type, that you can't be updated inside the bytes, and you can update the value inside the byte array. So print type my bytes. Okay, so this will show you the type of this, and you can execute all the code at single time as well. Now what I'm going to do here, just remove all the things, this one is the thing, and if I want to execute this new terminal, and at a time we are going to execute all the code, just enter it, so you will get this all the code what we did inside this lecture. So this was all the thing about the lecture. I am going to explain you in short. So ASCII values are nothing but these are some values. You can see here there are symbols, there may be symbols, there may be characters, or there may be any numbers. Okay, numbers. So these all are there, and these are the values. Suppose 47, so it is going the 0101, and this is the binary, and there are total 8 digits only. Okay, now what we learned, just we are going to revise the length function. What is the length function? It is going to tell the length of the string or the numbers inside the array. Okay, you can calculate the array as well. You can take an array, and inside that you can pass many strings, multiple strings, and you can calculate the total number of strings. You can change the strings as well in using append function, where we are going to know in the upcoming lecture. What is the ASCII values? Okay, what is the full form of ASCII value, which is very important. So it's nothing but you have to know, here is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, then next is the bytes, byte array data type. What is the difference between bytes? It is not mutable, but inside the byte array you can mute the mutable, it is mutable for the data, you can change the data. Okay, so we have changed this B to D. Okay, that's all. You all the things are been cleared inside the notes. you can download them from my drive, and the notes link will be inside the comment section. Okay, thank you for watching this lecture inside the